Hello, this is Gail Cord-Schuler. I'm making this video to defend Vladimir Putin against charges in the news media that he was unfaithful to his wife, Lyudmila. First of all, I'd like to say, you see this photo here from my website. This is from Gabriel Chana, GabrielleChana.com. This is from the first page when you open up to my website. And you scroll about 2/3 of the way down, you can see this photo. This is with Vladimir with his wife, Larisa. The woman that Vladimir Putin married in 1983, her name was Larisa. It was not Lyudmila. You may say, but all of the, internet news and everybody says he had a wife named Lyudmila. Well, first of all, let me just say this. Vladimir's wife was named Larisa. Check out my YouTube video entitled Removed Jesuit Website Discusses Lori McBride, Brent Spiner, Vladimir Putin, Lyudmila Putin, and that explains why Vladimir ended up with a wife named Lyudmila. Also, here at my website, GabrielleChana.com, when you go 2/3 of the way down, you see this photo here. See this photo here? This is of Vladimir voting in an election. Let me see if I can, yeah, that's Vladimir voting in an election. And as you can see, he doesn't look very happy. You need to go to my website to get a better view of this picture. He doesn't look very happy. And that's because I believe this photo was taken in 2000, right before he became, or right around the time he was a new Russian president. And the wife doesn't look happy. She's dying. I believe the dying Larisa was grafted onto this photo. And you can see that he's not happy about the fact that his wife was dying. His face reveals the pain that he felt at her death. In fact, Vladimir and I had an intense brain-to-brain relationship from about 2001 to about 2006. And Vladimir confided in me that when his wife died, he did not want to become Russian president. He was so overwhelmed by her death, he wasn't going to do it. He was going to turn it down and tell Boris Yeltsin to let somebody else do the job, that he was so overwhelmed by her death that he didn't want the job. But the reason he took the job is because Larisa on her deathbed made him promise to take it. And that's why he took it. She made him promise. She died of breast cancer. This was right before he became Russian president. Even the Jesuit website admits it. They removed this website. You need to check out that YouTube video entitled Removed Jesuit Website Discusses Lori McBride, Brent Spiner, Vladimir Putin, Lyudmila Putin. I discuss what the Jesuits wrote on this website, though they have removed this website from the web. He became Russian president for her. If you scroll down further on my website, and let's see if we can scroll down a little bit further. Yeah. Here, let's see if I can get in here. I'm going the wrong way. Scroll down further on my website, on the first web page, you get to this section here, and here you see more photos I have of Vladimir with Lyudmila and with Larisa. And look at this photo here of him with the dog. You can see a man who had a healthy relationship with his wife. You do not see a man who looked like a wife beater. I really encourage you to go to my website and check out these photos. Also, notice that his wife had ash blonde hair, whereas Lyudmila has red hair or auburn hair. They are two different women. Lyudmila was an autumn in coloring and Larisa was a summer in coloring. And even the Jesuits admit on their website, which they've removed, you need to check out that YouTube video, Lori McBride, Brent Spiner, Vladimir Putin, and the one I talked about. They even admit that that Lyudmila Putin was a clone of Larisa, the woman that he married in 1983. Look at this. I mean, look at this. This is a happy marriage here. Now, you need to go to my website to get a better view of this. He was not a wife beater, and he loved his wife. They had a healthy relationship. And this Lyudmila is a Jesuit agent. Oh, I need to get back on the website here. Okay, now look, let me see if I can scroll down a little bit further here. Okay, I'm going to go down a little bit further. Now, there's one area where I really want you to check out. This picture, I love this picture of Vladimir with his wife, Larisa, who had a totally different personality from Lyudmila. Check this out. Click on the link called Larisa and check this photo out. Come on, Lord. Get this to go. Okay, here it is. Talk about, look at this. See if we can get this in range here. You can see there that this is a man who had a really healthy relationship with his wife. I mean, you need to go to my website. I'm not getting this in here. Hold on. There it is. See that picture there? Look at that. She's eating with chopsticks. This is a link. If you go to my website, now that was what his wife looked like. That was Larisa. That's not Lyudmila. That's Larisa. Look at that healthy relationship there. Does that look like a man who would beat his wife? Look at this. Look at that. He loves her. Look at this. This is Larisa. They had a healthy relationship. A healthy relationship. That's these people. You might say, well, this German spy agency claims that that he beat his wife. Look at that picture there, man. Look at that. It's now. If you also go to my website on GabrielChana.com/portfolio portfolio.html, I have more pictures of Vladimir with his real wife. Now, this lovely lady that Vladimir married in 1983 did die around 2000, in the beginning of 2000, right before he became Russian president. Like I said, he was devastated. If you go to my website, GabrielChana.com, on the writings page, I have more pictures that I'd like you to check out of Larisa. And I differentiate between Larisa and Lyudmila because they're not the same. So this is what you're looking at here is on my first web page, but I love this picture of this couple here. This is this man here. That's Vladimir. That's Larisa, and you can see he loved her, and she loved him. They had a very good relationship. There was humor there, a very healthy relationship. You don't see any indications that he beat her or that he was fooling around on her. This is a man who loved his wife. You can see it. And besides, Vladimir told me he loved her. He was devastated when she died. He told me that I reminded him of her in many ways. And I'm Gail Korchuler, Gabriel Chana, and Vladimir Putin is number 2 on my marriage list. Brent Spiner's number 1. There's respect there. They loved each other. And she is an ash blonde, and Lyudmila is an auburn. They're 2 different women. And I really am Vladimir is really disappointed in Lyudmila. I'm telling you, she's not like his wife, the woman he married in 1983. Larisa cared about Russia's future, and she didn't want her country overrun by terrorists. Lyudmila Putin supports terrorism by undermining the character of Vladimir Putin and thus supporting the Jesuit attempt to overtake Russia and the world. Vladimir is very disappointed in Lyudmila. And he was not aware that Lyudmila was a Jesuit agent until a couple of months ago. And that's because we found out when Vladimir's agents discovered orderofthejesuits.com, and she was listed as one of the top agents to undermine his relationship with me. And the Jesuits found me threatening because of my Catherine the Great and King David genetic profiles. And you need to check out that YouTube video that I mentioned earlier. I discuss it there. And I read straight from the Jesuit website, which they've now removed, but it was there. The reason that Vladimir acquired a wife named Lyudmila after Larisa died is because the Jesuits, he fell in love with me after 9/11, shortly after 9/11, when I realized I needed a president in my life. And the Jesuits didn't want me, the woman with the Catherine the Great and King David genetic profile, to have a man like Vladimir Putin in my life. And so they used President George W. Bush to threaten war with Russia if Vladimir Putin would not acquire Lyudmila as his legal wife. And I believe he did legally marry her, but he's never gone to bed with her. Vladimir Putin has never loved Lyudmila because she's not Larisa. They're two different personalities. If you view photos of Vladimir and Larisa, you can see that they had a good marriage. And I'm going to tell you I've made a lot of brain-to-brain loving with Vladimir. He's passionate, he's direct in his sexual approach. But I'm going to tell you something. He is a tender and considerate lover. And I believe that if I ever really did marry Vladimir Putin, you know, in the real sense of the word, I don't believe he would be an abusive husband towards me. I mean, look at this. Look at that photo there. That's a bunch of crap. That's a bunch of Jesuit news media crap. And the reason they're choosing Germany is because right now the man who's leading our army against the Jesuits is a German general who has the genetic profile of Erwin Rommel. And the Jesuits find this threatening, so now they're trying to undermine our army by using their German agents in Germany to cause problems in our German army. But we're going to deal with those German agents are going to be dealt with. We're going to find out who's behind this lie. They're lying. I think they made the whole thing up, stating that Vladimir Putin was, you know, not faithful to his wife. Look at this. This is a real picture of Vladimir with Larisa. You can see it at my website if you click on the link called Larisa. And towards the bottom of my webpage where I have a bunch of photos, there's a link called Larisa. Just click on that link and it'll pull you right up to this picture. That's a healthy marriage there. That's Vladimir with his real wife whose name was Larisa. Don't believe the Jesuit crap. The reason the Jesuits are putting out these lies stating that a German spy agency claimed that he was unfaithful to his wife and beat her is because they find it threatening that we have a German army with a German general, so they're trying to undermine Germany right now. And on top of that, they find it threatening that Vladimir has gone public. Vladimir actually attended the trial where with me and Lori McBride, and he was out there in the audience supporting me. And the Jesuits find it threatening that he's becoming somewhat public about his support for me. So they're bending over backwards to try to emphasize that he's married to Lyudmila when he's not really married to her in the biblical sense, and that he's never gone to bed with her. This is the woman that he went to bed with, not. And as you can see, she doesn't quite look like Lyudmila. Let's get you a picture of Lyudmila here. She's got ash blonde hair. I even think her eye color is a little different. Let me get out of here. Okay. Now here's Lyudmila. Now look at this. Lyudmila looks awesome in gold. And she's a different woman than Larisa. She's also not as good a woman as Larisa was. Larisa was a good woman. Lyudmila is an evil woman, because she is cooperating with Jesuit terrorists to undermine her husband and destroy him as a human being. And for that reason, I really don't have a lot of respect for her. Let me see if I can get here. There's Lyudmila. Look, that's a different woman than Larisa. And that's me right there. And that's Lyudmila. Lyudmila is an evil woman. She's wearing gold. And Larissa's a summer. Anyways, you just need to check out my website, folks. It's all here. Vladimir Putin. You see, but at his website, he calls his wife Lyudmila. It's a game that he's playing with the Jesuits and with. He started it with President Bush, though I hear he's starting to get out from under this game. He's getting sick of playing, and he's really disappointed in this woman, Lyudmila, because she is not his wife. So you need to go to my website and check this out. Vladimir Putin was faithful to Larisa. That's all I have to say. He was faithful to Larisa, and Lyudmila is not really his wife in the biblical sense. He was faithful to her, and that's a bunch of Jesuit crap stating that he wasn't. So